This is Andy DIY. I'm working with a 2000 Toyota Tacoma SR5 four-wheel drive. My son's truck's got about 189,000 miles on it. Bought it that way for him, and I'm fixing it up. Replaced the catalytic converter, and now my forward O2 sensor is showing check engine with that. And so I cleaned the mass airflow sensor, and I went ahead and ordered an up and downstream Denso brand sensor, which is what came in it originally. Took advice from one of the Tacoma chat sites, and talked about going through the Denso website, and you can actually find the exact number that goes to your vehicle, and then you can look it up that way online, and that you can find the part much cheaper. I got them for like $50 a piece. One of them even came with the actual gasket. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to go ahead and clean my old ones just to see if it'll work, and maybe if it does work, I'll just keep them as spares. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So here are my old sensors. I've already wire wheeled this one up just to clean it a little bit. They look just like this one. For starters, when you go to look these up on the Denso site, they're showing two different numbers, but I'm telling you, these look identical. I've seen some where they say it's the same up and down, but if I stand these things up, I mean, they're like the same length. So, I mean, there might be a difference of maybe that much between them in the length. So I'm not real sure if it's not the identical plug, but I ordered the two separate numbers like I said. But anyway, I wire wheeled this up. It looked like this, all charred and everything. But I'm going to dip mine in a carburetor dip. Since I'm not worried about screwing it up, I'm going to dip it to about right here. I don't want to get too far, and then at least try to see if this will clean off. I sprayed some of this mass airflow stuff in there, but since I'm not really worried about screwing it up, I'm going to dip it to about right, just to fill in these holes and let it soak overnight, just to see if it'll clean it off. I really don't want to get up in here with it because that stuff's really strong and get too into the wiring on it, but I'll see how that turns out. So here's that other O2 sensor. I cleaned it up. The important thing is if you're going to try to reuse it, again, I'm just doing this more as an experiment, and I'll let you know how it turns out. But this is the size you really want to get cleaned up, because this is pretty roughed up here. The gaskets are pretty trashed. I mean, the original ones were pretty toast. Even trying to clean them up, you can just get new ones. I think they're about $5-6 a piece. They're not terrible or anything, but these bad boys, unless you can find a discount, anywhere between, I got mine for $50. You should be able to get them for that, but again, you go to your parts place and they're like $90, $90 to $110. So anyway, this is what I've got. I'm gonna dip the other one in just a minute, but I've got it rigged. I'm going to this Chem dip, which is some pretty stout stuff. So if it doesn't work, I've already got new ones on the way. What I've done is I've got it hanging just above, just where it's sitting in, about up to where all the holes are filled up. I'm not going to submerge it past the flange there, but I'm going to dip them both like that, let them sit there overnight. And I think when I go to dry them out, I'm going to use this mass airflow sensor stuff here. As it's starting to run off, I'm going to spray it off, so hopefully that'll dry. It won't leave sediment on it, because I know that can affect it like on the mass airflow. We'll try that. Anyway, I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay, so here's the rear sensor or downstream sensor put back in, cleaned up, went back with stainless steel nuts and locking washer just to try to not have the issue again, not be able to get it off if I need to. I reuse the old gasket for now, but when all my new stuff comes in, I'm going to change that out for sure. And then here's the upstream. Same way, cleaned up, went back with stainless steel nuts on. I'm going to fire this thing up. I've had the battery unplugged for about an hour and a half or so, and we'll see what we got. So far so good. I'll keep you posted on it.